Facebook world. First off, if you watched yesterday's therapy and you sent me love or a note, I cannot thank you enough. I have such peace today. It is indescribable. I feel so much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have amazing people in my life. But I wanted to bring up today, yes, graduation is just around the corner. And I've been busy working on my senior letters and getting things together. Gift cards from local restaurants and places to shop are super important. It's a great idea. But if you've ever had my CPR class or a fire safety class that I've taught, one thing I bring up that like the best gift that you can give somebody is under $20 is a fire extinguisher. I just picked this up at Walmart. I think it was around $18. I do want to explain to you that there are different types of fire extinguishers. So when you go and you're trying to get a gift for a senior, I do these as wedding gifts, baby shower gifts, and I write, I hope you never have to use your gift. Love you. You can never have too many fire extinguishers. This is called an ABC fire extinguisher, and on the box, it'll actually say, please say something on there. It's like the basic, and this was the one that we bought at, yes, ABC fire extinguisher. This is going to be for all the basic things that catch fire that you're going to find inside your household. There's also usually a white fire extinguisher there that is usually for restaurant types. It's called a K grade. And that's for like the grease that people cook in, you know how it stays hot forever. There's also going to be a boat and marine fire extinguisher, so just make sure that you get the right type of fire extinguisher for whatever you might use it with. One of the most important things when it comes to a fire extinguisher, first off, is having it. Knowing where it is really important, especially if you have a job, and then knowing how to use it. And when I learned, I was like, I didn't know how to use that. This basic size of fire extinguisher is going to last about 8 to 10 seconds when you go to use it. And in order to use it, we have something that's called an acronym, and it's called PASS, P-A-S-S. And the first thing that you do, if there is a fire, and you think that you can put it out with a fire extinguisher, you can get the fire extinguisher. If not, please get out. Your life is more important than anything inside the building. But for PASS, the first thing we have to do is pull. That's what the P stands for. And there's a pin. See right there, that pin? A lot of times when people in a panic, they go to pull that pin and it won't come out. That is because your hand is actually on the nozzle. And if there's any pressure on there, you're not going to be able to pull the pin out. So you may have to actually set the fire extinguisher down and then yank that pin out. The fire extinguisher is not going to work if you have that pin in. And the pin is there in case you do have it inside your car and it rolls around and you need to make sure that it doesn't go off. So in order to pull the pin, you cannot have any pressure on the actual trigger on the nozzle. The A in our PASS stands for aim. It is very, very easy to see all the flames and think, I gotta put all the flames out, but we need to put whatever is on fire is out. So you're gonna aim at the bottom of whatever is on fire. And then we have squeeze is the first S, and then sweep is the last S. So pull, aim, squeeze the trigger, and then sweep. It's a sweeping motion, and then you're going to back up. Make sure you're always facing the fire. You don't want to ever turn your back on a fire. But again, having a fire extinguisher makes a world of difference, and there's nothing worse than saying, oh gosh, I need a fire extinguisher and I never bought one. Amazon has some deals sometimes, so does Home Depot, but again, I got this today for I think right at 18 bucks. A lot of times I get them and I write notes on them, but again, this is only going to last about 8 to 10 seconds. And if you've ever seen The Blob, a fire extinguisher will also kill aliens, so in case that ever happens. Do keep them inside your house, of course. Most important place to have one is going to be inside the kitchen. Also the laundry room, because a lot of people forget about that lint dryer. do that. And the garage, there's nothing wrong with having a fire extinguisher in each room, but again, knowing how to use them and teaching people inside your house how to use them. So it's PASS, P-A-S-S, pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Make sure you have the right fire extinguisher for whatever activity you are working on, and they make great gifts. So be safe today, and there's nothing wrong with having a fire extinguisher in your car. Anytime I teach a class, I tell them to please have a fire extinguisher in your car, and I tell them to have bottled water and also one of those emergency blankets, or like $1.50, I think, inside the camping section, because here in North Georgia it can be 90 degrees in the afternoon, and then you have a snowstorm that night and you can't get home, and you may have to use your fun astronaut emergency blanket. So anyway, love you all. That's my advice for today. They make great gifts. Be safe out there, and I love you. Bye.